Islam Morris. Damn, I don't even know if y'all can hear me. Hold on, let me see. Either way, you should be able to hear me now. Yeah, this is crazy. Alright, I didn't know y'all seen that weird stuff with cross-eyed real deep fake portrait of the Prophet, but he was cross-eyed. Look, the Prophet Noble Drew Ali, he only exists on an unseen realm. So if you're still trying to see him, die. You're tripping. He said that. He said if you still trying to get this and you don't got it, you're better off dead. So just die already. So that's not the Prophet. He was never cross-eyed. So how do you even get this? The Prophet never smiled. In any of these pictures that you never seen a Prophet crack a smile, but in this deep fake, he cracks a smile. Get out of there. Get out of there. Don't even look at it as real. Look at it as false. Falsehood and fraudulent. Now, this is the crazy part. I see that there was already dirty Moors going in about trying to, make sense of the Prophet and whatnot. Look, boys. On their way to nowhere. You stupid. It's a bunch of traffic. Where you going? What? You know, they don't like traffic either, so they put their lights on just to get through the traffic and then turn them off. Anyway, with the dirty Moors, people like Sharif Bey, let's get them right out of there. Temple teaching Moors, right? That are trying to teach that the temple taught that you have to follow rules if they're unlawful. If they're unlawful, why would you have to follow them? That's not what the Prophet was talking about. The Prophet said, enforce the Constitution. There are Indians that are trying to do, videos about the Prophet. Everybody's all confused now. And then it's like, wait, I'm hearing stuff. It's like, y'all are looking at Ron March. Ron March he understands he's a Moor. He don't get into all that other stuff. People don't even know how to explain the treaty. If you're not a Moor, why are you speaking about treaties? You know what? If you're not a Moor, how are you speaking about treaties at all? You know what? If I'm an Indian, right? Let's just play that game. Let's play Indian game. What treaty we dealing with now? Because I know the treaties we could deal with. Go ahead, play with the ones in the tribes that y'all families broke and damn. Come on now. I know the history because my family's Indian or indigenous. Cherokee, huh? Anianwi. My grandmother told me, baby, we on our way. We Cherokee, baby. We on our way. And I didn't know what the hell she meant. She was trying to say, Anianuia. That's how you say it. Anianuia. It's not Ani. And then they don't even say at the end. It's Aniunui. Aniunui. Some shit like that. And a lot of my family spoke a lot of, like, my aunts, they spoke a lot of Creole and, like, Swahili, like, crazy stuff when I come in the crib. Oh, something must have really happened. So, anyway, it's wilding to me. Because I'm like, if y'all talking about, like, Moors and treaties, then don't if y'all don't like Moors and don't want to be Moors, don't talk about Moors treaties. Talk about the treaties y'all got with the United States. Talk about the treaties that y'all using to pull the land pass. We never told y'all was wrong. I'm just saying, show us the treaties since you're dealing with, like, you want to deal with the United States. Let's put this in perspective, who the United States is, because a lot of these times we talk like these people are a de jure government. What I mean by that is like by saying, oh, Moors think they don't got to follow no laws. No, we don't. I am definitely under natural law. I'm definitely under cosmic law. Because I have a body and it's going to pass away because there's falsehood mixed into my body of truth. So with the falsehood that must pass away, that's just following natural law. With me aging or getting acquired in knowledge in times and completing these cycles, that's me connected to cosmic law. Laws, right? So what laws are, if you're going to say you're Indian, what laws are you going by? Because I never hear y'all talk about the guy in the Shagwa. Not throwing no shots, but it's like, I hear y'all say y'all not Moors, but then y'all do a whole show talking about Moors for the rest of the time. Not hating, because shout out to damn Atonch in this one, because he knows. Shout out to, I guess, Root Words. He's crazy, but he knows. Couple other people on there that didn't know. And then when you get a Moor that actually is on point, it's no problems. It's little stuff that y'all get caught up with. And then how about we deal with Moors that are really on point? Like when y'all interview Asir, I hear none of that confusion about Africa. He call y'all Moors and it don't be no problem. Talk to Moors like Asir then. If you see that he's clear and there's no problem with him, talk to him. Why would you interview the people out here y'all talk to? They sound like they slow. I'm sorry. They sound like they slow. People don't, right? Moors to be on point don't talk and think like that. They sound slow. Islam, mother. They sound slow to me. Like people just all over the place. Sound like they still in temples. Like we don't do temples. I don't know who y'all heard this stuff from. The Moors is like, we gotta be through a temple. That's the whole thing the Prophet was talking about. I got 2 temples on the side of my head. My body's a temple. My mother was the temple. So I was born in the temple. Duh. oh no, the temple is a building. That's just, you can't be religious yourself and then be like, we don't want to deal with people, the religious. Listen, Moorish is not a religion. That's a people. Moorish American, that's a nationality, because you're mixing in what kind of American you are. And they like, well, it mean like. No, it mean kind of, but not kind of like sort of. It means the kind of pertaining to the Moor. If a Moor builds a fucking table, it's the Moorish table because the Moor built it. So if the Moor made this land over here and civilized it, then that would mean Moorish America is because the Moors built this joint. What are y'all talking about? Y'all make this shit so stupid. Stupid. Like, do y'all understand, like, what we're saying when we're saying we got a nationality besides, like, fix your stat? Do you get what we're saying, or you just answering, thinking that you know because you talk to dirty Moors and Masons that act like Moors and black people that act like Moors? Talk to a Moor. Interview Asir if you want to know, because y'all got, communication with him. Interview him. Don't interview who Sister Bethany think is a damn agent. Don't interview them. Interview Asir. Like that. I don't get it. If you're trying to show that the Moors is not, dirty or whatever, or not, agents, then interview the Moors that you got interviews with already that you know are not. That you are positive, like, yeah, ain't nothing wrong. Like, we don't agree with everything, but ain't nothing wrong with that Moor. He good. Cut from the same ilk. But no, like, why y'all acting like that it gotta be a problem? You interviewing Moors, it sounds slow. Like, yeah, the way we can, I'm gonna take y'all lands. Why would you talk to a Moor talking like that? And they don't have the competence. Islam Cujo, you already know. You don't be liking the guarantee coming there, because he be calling y'all what y'all need. Like, he makes sure the ignorance get cut right down in their middle. And then y'all don't like that because I think y'all like to argue. Y'all like to have it a contention between Indians and Moors. And all we be saying is that we're the same people. We're the same people. All the elders come through. We're the same people. We're the same people. And then y'all go and take some shit to make it argument. Like, yeah, but we're not with the treaty. What are you talking about? What we're talking about right now is that we're the same people. Lead a treaty, because let me explain the treaty to you. And it'll be way understandable and understood. How about this? Let's deal with some geographics, because they always talk about how, the treaty was in North Africa. Come on, fools. Before the guy came over here, they thought this was the new world. Could it be that he found another side of Africa in his mind? Because he thought the world was Africa. Guys, come on. So if he gets to a secret west side of it, or a secret western part that he didn't know existed, wouldn't that just be farthest West Africa? Oh, no. What would it be then? What would it be? You don't have the treaties to talk about what it would be internationally. That's what we saying to y'all. Like, if you want to change it, something, and you tell it what it is, where are the treaties at to show that you had say so over that European's word? Other than that, his words still stick. Today. Another thing. Do you have to be a United States citizen for your patent laws to work, or patent provisions to work as laws? Because I gotta put it right in perspective. For your land patent provisions to work as laws of the land, like allodial, right? Do you have to be a United States citizen and or in business with a United States citizen? It's not tricks. Just speak. I'm asking a question because I don't know. I hear now. I wasn't going to say nothing. Now I'm hearing that the land patents is allodial. Why don't they call them allodial titles then? Why do they call them land patent? Land patent, Morris. Take the land out. Put a patent. Have you not watched Hidden Colors? What are patents? Forget the dude who made it, because we know he an agent. But the point is, what is a patent? Aren't patents what Europeans used to steal our ancestors' inventions and properties and the things that they own and created from their own minds and their own due diligence, and God giving them their own lots of land? Didn't the European creep up over here and make something called a patent so he could put a patent on a light bulb like he created the light bulb, but Philip Lamont did it? Philip Lamont did it. Philip the Mountain. That's what Lamont means. Mountain is more or mer, like pyramid. Anyway, you know, we like to do our little tangents, throw you off. Please, somebody answer me this. If a patent was with the European board over here to steal, George Washington Carver's peanuts, and we know damn well that nigga was creating way more than peanut farms. What the fuck? The man created a damn engine out of a damn flower petal. You tell me about the Moor. And they you know what they did to him? Castrated him because the daughter was in there. They didn't want him to impregnate the daughter. So he was sounding like Michael Jackson at the end. But that's not how he sounded regularly. This man built he built an engine from a petal, like a flower petal. Magic Moors. What are you talking about? They stole it because they had a patent, okay? You hear me? They stole it because they had a patent, Islam Moor. The Europeans stole it from that Moor because they had a patent. Like, oh, no. It's ours. It's our engine because the patent. The Ford motor patent. Okay, listen. COVID patent, niggas. COVID vaccine patents. Don't y'all forgot the patent? Okay. Now y'all trying to go get the land patents. Go ahead, get the land patent. Get it under your grandma name, you know, on the dolls rolls and all the rolls. Cool. Is that United States citizen that's recognizing you with this patent? Is he de jure? Is he really sovereign to this land? Do y'all think the state representative, y'all think they sovereign? Do y'all think that? Like, I gotta get this out. Like, okay, so I agree with y'all. The Moors don't exist. Whatever. You goddamn. Okay, Moors don't exist. Indians. I gotta ask, who do you think these states are? Oh, Pennsylvania. Who do you think they are? Who do you think Tom Wolfe is? Who do you think he is? The governor of Pennsylvania. Who do you think he is? Like, what do you think he has? What do you think he's some king or something? What do you think he has as far as authority here? Besides what the people of Pennsylvania grant him. People being ones who have proclaimed their status and put themselves on record. Now, if you're a state citizen, you can't do that. If you work for these corporations, you can't do that. If you're an agent, if you're an officer for these corporations, you cannot do that. If you had a United States job, like an employee job with the United States, you do know you threw away your nationality by naturalizing under the United States. You don't know you naturalized, but all those papers you got to make you an employee made you literally a creation of the United States subjugation. They made you. Like how your mother makes you. They made you. What's another? What do you use to identify yourself? Your degrees and shit. They made you. And it's messed up, Indians. But we know this. Y'all be talking trash about the Moors, but then y'all want to tell the truth about where y'all stuff is. If you want to do business with that damn colonizer, right, and get your land back, what department they got y'all lands in? Or what department do they got the lands in? Department of Interior, right? Is Department of Interior a sovereign government? Are they under somebody here? No. Do they have a states over these things? Like, every state got their own? Are tribal governments part and parcel of the United States interior? Don't lie. Just saying. Is it? Do these United States corporations, right? The way I don't never see a book where they talk about Moors. You want to see a book where the colonizer that came over here to hide the fact that there was Moors over here, and the teachings from the Moors that was over here. He wanted to hide that. You want to find a book where he tell you. The question is stupid. You know what? You want the book? Look, it's called the Codex Borgia. It's called the Codex Bourbonica. You want it? It's called the Codex Mexicana. It's called the Codex. Oh man, I gotta look them up. They got a bunch of codexes that were lodged in the Vatican, and you can go find them, Jones, because they took them from South America. You want to find where the damn Egyptians that was in America is at, where they got it at, where the Moors was at, and it's in goddamn Vatican, bro. It's at the catacombs of the Vatican, where they have they have cathedrals made of all bones. You don't even know the ritual to go through there. Talking about Indians, come on now. You can't act like you just, oh, well, they over there, there's too much evil. And then when we trying to show y'all, did we really went to war with this dark-skinned Christian over this land and shit? And it was both of us together. You like to say who sold y'all out. You don't include yourselves? No, because I know, but include it all every time. So when you talking about how the Moors sold us out, include the goddamn, what do you call them? The Indian, these niggas can't drive. The Indian and, Indian British associates. The allegiance of the Indians and British. Look up how the Indians joined up with British to fight the Spanish. That was in South America. When they was calling, look, bro, y'all don't get it. When they was calling South America, the inhabitants, my fault. When they was calling Mexico, the land of the Moorish people and their Indian associates, but we not the same. Or you can go look at Georgia 1818 when they was talking about the disparities of free colored persons, or the disabilities of the free persons of color. They said that American Indians, free Moors, free Lascars, and Hindus were not under the laws of a free persons of color. Y'all want history about, the Moors that were here before. And then a Tonkinist one got on there and told y'all about the Amaru people was literally what the Mayans called themselves. And niggas straight just act like they didn't hear him. Just to talk about Noble Drew Ali going in on Dirty Moors. We know. We follow him and we've been doing the same thing. And now y'all coming to the side of the... Nope. This is what you get. This is what I'm going to do for you. I'm Clean Alodio, Noble Moor. I've been all around. I've been around all Noble Moors. Let's talk about the confusions. What's there that could be confused about? You don't want... Okay, watch this. You say that Moor is the description. Moor don't mean what Moor say it mean. How the fuck does that sound, bro? Moors don't mean what Moors say. So what do it mean? Who? You are going by the European to tell you what a Moor is? Not the Moor. Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy stupid. But then if I tell you calmly, yeah, how are you an Indian if there's already people called Indian? And we were the first. Still a subjugate. There's no land called Indian land unless you go to the east. You know what? There was the British East India Company that started this Indies stuff. The first Indies was in Ethiopia. Right? The second Indies was what they call East India, which is today India, which is really Hindustan, or Chandragupta Maurya's land, the Mauryan Empire. Oh no, it's too close to God, what's wrong with y'all? Every time we prove this to y'all with stuff that let's do it like this. You go to Easter Island, the Olmec heads, they have feathers on them. Stop! What's all the damn? They don't have feathers on. What's the fuck is y'all looking for? Easter Island, that's in America. Feathers on. You don't even know when the fucking things was put there. Look on the bodies, right? The carvings on the bodies on the back. They have fucking Egyptian everything. I heard y'all talk about the language. What language? And then they was like, well, our language is hieroglyphic. So you stop talking about languages and you start talking about stuff that they put on walls. Who else put stuff on walls? Egypt. Okay, if you can find it in Mayan and pyramids, why do you not think that they're the same people? Which one was built first? Mayans. They built that land first. The ball courts. Yeah, La Corona. They built that first. So if the step pyramids is the oldest, and those are the ones that's over there in a Teotihuacan, right? Then when you go over to them to Egypt, and they got their oldest pyramid is the step one, and it's all brittle and backwards. The flush pyramids is the ones that aren't built as our oldest step pyramids. So what does that tell you about Egypt over there? It's young as hell. Nobody ever went and lived over there. That shit was always a tourist attraction. So, look, if y'all know one side of the story, it's like, all right, well, we know the European took 500 odd years off of the calendar, and he changed around the world. And we know everything was in America. And when he's talking about Rome, it's America. And Egypt, Greece is America. Okay, Egyptians, okay, my fault. Okay, Aboriginal indigenous people, if you can get that part in your head, that this is really Rome, and if America is really Rome, Egypt, Greece, all them lands, Palestine, right? If that's really America, then why do you get all jumpy when we say this is the Moorish Empire? Oh, no, it can't be. Y'all fucking stupid or something. What's wrong with y'all? Like, really, what's wrong with y'all? I heard a bull on there talking about, I got a book that's 1600s. You got a book from the 1600s, and it didn't tell you the Moors is in there. You need to get a better book. The hell, if the book is from the 1600s and it doesn't tell you that the Moors were us, then what do you think the book is trying to do to your mind? Take the Moor out? What? If we telling y'all, look, the Moors is a whole empire, how come you can't find it nowhere today? But then when we start busting open them what do you call it? Them ancient books and the teachings of the Masons and all that. Y'all don't take the teachings that we tell y'all about the Masons. Y'all do stuff like, well, the Moors brought the Indians. The Moors brought the United Statesians over here. The Moors brought over the European. The Moors were the European, fool. Oh, okay. So what is with y'all? I don't get it. And then when it gets to the real stuff, why don't we got our lands today? Tell me it's because the Moors sold us out. Please tell me that. Why we don't have our lands today. And I can go in the house and show y'all the treaties that y'all signed with them where y'all allotted the lands to the European. And then when the European is giving you the land back for you to pay for it, calling it a patent, you think that's a loyal? And, oh no, y'all don't want to be Moors though. Y'all don't want to hear the Moors. Don't you see what's going on? You're getting confused about how the Moors teaching really goes because you never met a Moor like me to tell you. You want to argue with Moors that's stuck in history and stuck in all this bullshit. That means you don't want the answer. That means you want to argue all day. Fine. That'll get us somewhere. And guess who gonna always have the up and up when we sitting there arguing? Europe. The New Europe, the guy, the Caucasian Caucasoid that's claiming himself to be a European and white. They love to argue. I know, Q. I know, Q. Because it seems like when you get on there, they don't like to let you talk or say nothing. When Asir get on there, I see her. They worship him. They let him call him Moor and shit. They let Asir call them Moor all day. But when you get on there, they don't want to let you talk. And then another Moor, it's like, bro, if y'all really not trying to argue, then don't argue. Y'all don't ask Asir to leave his Moorish shit all at the door. Hey, Asir, before we talk, leave your Moors at the door. He'd be like, kindly, thank you. No, tell me about your pipe carrying, your rituals. Tell me about who's the pipe carrier in your tribe. Who, does the wind talking and water walking in your tribe? You a Cherokee. Who? Y'all liars. Y'all just liars, yo. it sound good, bro. But in real life, y'all, we all just Negroes in the hood. How about this? Let's do it like that then. I'll drop my shit if you drop your shit and just admit that you was just a nigga in the hood. Get all out of there. Okay, right? So once you drop your shit, guess what? We can still come back to what Noble Drew Ali brought us. The Indian Noble Drew Ali brought us. I ain't gonna make it like it's mine. He brought that to us. The Indian didn't tell you to be Indian. Why? He had dealings with the corporations. He had to go around his elbow into his thumb, around the long crooked elbow of the law to the thumb of law, the rule of thumb of the law. You don't get it later. He had to do all of that to get us right. Y'all too. You don't think you included? Listen, Indians, Article 16 of the damn Constitution. Article 16 of the damn treaty, which is really Constitution, but supreme law of the land. Let's call it that. Article 16, you're included. Do you consider yourself an American citizen? Not a United States citizen, because we can distinctualize. What is an American citizen compared to a United States citizen? Did you know that America can have citizens because there's an American states? Show me the American states compared to the United States. Follow me, Indian. Follow me. Right. So if you could be an American citizen as distinguished from a United States citizen, do you know that Article 16 puts you under the protection of the Moroccan Sultan? Not under his subjection. You fools, we subjected. Are you not subjected to your own laws? You're not subject to your mother. You're not subject to your family. You're not subject to the Indians. You don't even know what the words mean. You just be hearing shit and jumping. I watch y'all and like literally I stopped studying to watch y'all for a couple days. It's like I love it. I love everything y'all be pushing and shit. Just it makes sense, but it's like if you don't want to deal with the Moors, you're never going to understand the law in a proper way to do all that. I didn't say if you don't want to go be a Moor. I didn't say if you want to go wear feathers instead of feathers and say, "Hey, grandmom, I don't love you anymore because I'm a Moor." That's not what you're doing by saying you're a Moor. How about your grandmother got you here and Moor put you all the way up in outer space, cosmic. This is divine, right? Before it's national. Okay, before y'all worry about all this national stuff with us, deal with our divinity. Y'all can't even get there because y'all get lost in damn religion. What religion are you, Indians? I'm not a religion. You lying. What's your grandma religion? You're lying. What's your grandma religion? We know. Islam more. We know. Your grandma religion, like my grandma religion, was Baptist, Christian, Catholic something, Protestant something. They was Methodist or something. They was some Christian Baptist, 7-day Adventist on Jehovah's Witnessing. What are you talking about? Y'all was everything but Muslim. And it's funny that the Muslim teachings tell you about not dealing with European, telling you that their God is over yours. Oh, no, but okay, cool. It's religion. We're not going to put that there. Y'all haven't even read it. You haven't even dealt with it to know what a Mohammedan is versus an Islamic and a Muslim and a Muslim, and what a Moor is compared to all of that, and how which one is a religion, which one is a people, which one is a spirituality, and which one is not, and none of that. Who's Muhammad? Don't that just mean praiseworthy? Okay, so Mohammedans are the praiseworthy guys. The guys who are worthy of praise because of what they bring to the community. Oh, no, it's supposed to be a prophet. They got to worship someone. I'm not a worshiper. So look, you tell me about Jesus. Saviors. I'm a savior. I save my people. So I'm a Jesus. It's Jesus, all capitals. It just means savior. His name, his appellation is Emmanuel. His title's El. Emmanuel. Emmanuel. That's the real name of that guy. So Yeshua, Jesus, those is all just things, appellations that mean savior. His true appellation, divine appellation and title was Emmanuel. He is with God, or God with us. God mean El. Y'all, but see, y'all got gods in your understanding and from your history, in your shit that you want to believe, did have El in it. Talking about God. Remember El Yanga? Oh, no, but then El mean Spanish. That would mean the Spanish colonized him to call himself El Yanga. and not El like Canaanite god Yanga? Why would he speak Canaanite? Because all those people were over in this land, America. Your land is the great land. Your land is really the world. You know how they call the world Africa? This ain't Africa, but the way the Europeans say everybody comes from the world of Africa. This would be that to the European. This land is the land where everybody came from, except for him. He been the one trying to return back home the whole time, but he never came from home. He was born off of home. We start migrating, moving out, changing up, gene switching and stuff, doing different stuff. We can explain that because the DNA I've been studying, and it's so easy once you understand what they lied about and like what they put in. They had you confused. Like, easy. I'm gonna do it like this. How about I'm the oldest DNA in the world. So anybody who look like me, we got the oldest DNA in the world. So when you take my DNA and then you try to see who in the world has the same type of DNA, everybody in the world, because I got the first DNA, it's the original. So everybody got a portion of it. Who has the highest proportion of it? Oh, Africans. Why? Because they were born out of our lineage first. They were the first ones out of our lineage. So an African has, an African has my gene pool in him. But I don't have an African gene pool in me. Meaning, you could always find African in my gene because of what they used to create the African genome. It was from an Aboriginal American genome. They took that and created what you would call the African gene. It don't exist. So you can find that gene in an African, but you can't find the gene of Aboriginal aborigine in the African. You can find it in me though. And we break those down to haplogroups and snaps. The haplogroup L. Funny that it's L. When you find the haplogroup L, that goes all the way back to like America, when America was connected with Asia. So when you say the Southeast Asians, where would Southeast Asia be if Asia is America? Southeast. That's fucking South America. That's where everybody came from. Well, I don't like the out of Africa. The out of one place theories. But if you want to base the cradle civilization on one place in the world, the most fertile, it would be South America. Not no damn Africa. It's South America. Easy. And then everybody blossomed out of that and goes to the different parts of the world. If you want to look at it like that, because you can find the Siberian, aka the North Chinese, aka the Northern African. When he migrated south, because you don't migrate north, you migrate south. When he migrated south, there was already records of the people that he met down south going to where his land was, setting up civilizations hundreds of years before. Remember the Toltecs and the Holtecs, the Olmecs, right? They had a damn ancient ancestor group that did all of that in China. Why do you think they looked a little Asiatic in the face? Because they was over there, well, up north of here already. This is connected to China. You gotta look up the Portolan maps, the boat maps that they use for sailing in the military, called Portolan maps. Portolan maps don't show no disconnection between America and Asia. Boom. You take a genealogy test to know your DNA. So old. Wait, we so old. If I took a DNA test that they want, like one of them, what's his name? Rick Kittles, it'll blow it up. It'll turn into the dust right in his face. And then I ask Rick Kittles, tell me who I am, Rick Kittles. Don't lie. What did your machine say? He go to the machine and the machine starts shaking and it'll break. They can't tell me who I am. And I could take his DNA test, study the DNA a little bit, and tell him who he is, who I am, who his mother is, who our grandfathers is, and he can't be us. But we could be him. And we could be them. And we could be, because we got it all in our genes, like the prophet said. You got the blood of every nation running through your genes, Moors. Running through your body. Running through your veins. Every nation. But every nation don't got you. That's the thing. That's the secret. That's what DNA is. It's the genetic composition of the information that was stolen from us and put all out in the world and never given back to us. That we are the only people that ever existed in this place. All them people outside of us are our reflections of being down here so long. They don't even exist. That's why I'm saying that the DNA. Okay, watch this. Watch this. Watch this, because it's crazy. Watch this. Don't people right now use that same DNA test to get murders solved? Highest crime in the land. They will use that to get niggas booked. I will use that to get out of their system. How about this? 1790, the Moors paid for their wives and their freedom in South America. The Sons of Free Moors Act. We love to talk about that. If the Moors put their money up to buy their freedom, why don't we put our fiat translated into money if we want to and buy our own freedom? They did it before. You can't. We are following our ancestors, the Moors. They got over here. Some of them got done dirty and wanted to get treated like slaves. They bought their own They bought their own freedom. And we like, well, why didn't everybody do it? Because everybody wasn't the Moors. Some of these niggas fell into blackness in their mind, so they didn't know who they were today. Oh, I could buy my slavery. I could buy my freedom. They'll sit there and talk to them like they was Kanye. What you mean you could buy your freedom? Massa ain't gonna let you. And we didn't even really talk like that. That was an actor. Step and fetch it. That bull was one of the first dark-skinned millionaires in their system. He was making millions off of their face and all that by acting like a slave. So all the damn pictures of us that we ever heard of people act stupid in this land is from a dude that was an actor that wanted to play that as a game. Oh, and then he was in a movie called Egypt to Cairo where he had a fez on. Later. Yeah, step and fetch it, water fez. Yes. Yes. Because it's too much going. There's a reason why they put these things out. There's a reason why. And you know, guess what? We're never left out of it to where we don't have a way out. There's always a way out because we're the Moors. We're the Moors. Every time. So, this is what I do know. Them dog shows, the more that we got that does the genetics, that studies the genetics. He was a professional dog. He studies dogs and went to school for dog pedigrees. So y'all know the dog shows they be having every year. More do that. So he knows pedigrees of thoroughbred from dogs. Don't dogs got nationalities? Because y'all always say that, but then when it comes to reality for us to prove it, running. No, don't run. Dogs got nationalities. If we got nationalities, why don't we get the dude who studied the dogs to see if it worked with humans? And guess what, Moors? They got the human DNA to talk about the dog DNA. So Moore took us all the way back from where they said we was in Africa, put us all the way home, let us know that when they tell you African on a DNA test and you from America, it's because they hiding the fact that you Aboriginal indigenous. The African little thing that they put on you is a subjugation. Sub-Saharan African really means Aboriginal American. Boom. Boom. And Neanderthals are really archaic dark-skinned people. Boom, they ain't no monkeys. Ain't no such thing as that. Y'all can't say you don't believe when the European tell you monkeys were the first people. You don't believe in that. Well then, when I tell you the Neanderthals are dark-skinned people, don't run. Oh, well, we know. No, I ain't no. Because you said that you believe. Okay, we not talking about beliefs. We gonna know? Let's know. Let's really know. Do black people get malaria? When I say black, I mean Moors of America. Do we get malaria? Do us Americans get malaria? Woo! Yeah, more. Do we get malaria? No, we don't. We don't get COVID. We don't get no malaria. We got the best genes ever. They try to tell you we was sick this year. I'm about to open y'all up. I don't need no books. I don't need no damn screen. I don't need no. This is coming from straight study DNA Unlocked. I'm going to show you what DNA do. We never had malaria, Morris. Them Africans do. Them Africans get it. So do certain damn Mexicans. Guess what? We don't got that gene because it birthed out of us, but we created it. So you know how long you got to be here to make a gene immune? Generations and generations and generations. So your children that lived before you that had it, the ones that was born out of them can have a defense, natural defense from it. So then it has to be another generation born so they can be born with the natural defense where they don't even have the shit. We get bit by the same damn mosquitoes every year that the Africans get bit by. They told y'all West Nile. We never got it. Guess what? We got the same exact mosquitoes biting us, but we don't get the malaria that they get. That means we a little bit older than him. Our gene's a little bit more ancient because we already done outrid the gene to get you sick from that bite, boys. Then they call it the West Nile virus. West Nile Where's West Nile? Mississippi. The Moor snapped out on the damn TV and told y'all where it was. Now I'm starting to see why he snapped out. Because this is stupid. How y'all not Moors, but you telling us about what it is, bro? You telling us about damn what Africa mean. Well, how about this? Them places where y'all say that we not from and we not African and all that. I know. Because we keep telling y'all about the Berlin Conference and the Belgium Conference where they made them places up, bro. They made them up. When did they make these places up? In the 1800s when they made up Egypt over there? Because all the places over here already, so they had to build them places. Egypt was built in like 1828 and 1823 or something like that. Or 1923, something like yesterday. You can go look, and when you look at the picture, it's a bunch of darn Europeans and a bunch of dark-skinned Mexicans helping them dig up a damn Olmec head in Africa. Then they came over to South America, found the same shit here, right? And they got the same type of picture. Everybody around a circle with the Olmec head in the ground. So what they do, they made up a couple codexes, flipped a couple histories, put the history out like this shit happened 20,000 years ago. Went over to the Vatican, got the permission, and built damn Egypt in a day. Using the Africans that was already out there. Yeah, Moors. In a day. Don't talk to me. And then the mysteries of the Greek pharaoh. None of that. Look, Greek pharaoh, Greek sphinxes, pharaohs, what did they call it? Cartouches that they wrote the names in, pyramids. All those words don't even exist. What the fuck is a pharaoh? The fuck is the damn King's Hall? What does that mean? How you going? Somebody got on there in the Indian joint and said that. Oh damn, my fault. It was Ron March. I'm sorry, OG. But bro, you say you more. You better come with the knowledge, bro. I know you've been here a long time. But you can't say certain stuff like there was a land here called the Northwest Ordinance. You can't do that, bro. The Northwest Ordinance was a thing that happened in 1787 to cloud over the damn 1787 thing that y'all don't like to talk about. Oh, no, they don't have nothing to do. It don't have nothing to do with the Moors, but the Moorish Sultan. And then, they sold out black people. How about the fact that they knew that this was a Muslim land or a land where they didn't deal with Jesus, right? Let's just say it like that. And the Sultan was like, yo, whoever jumps out of that paradigm and starts saying, oh, I'm Christian, kill him. See them Moors over there acting Christian? Take them. They ain't gonna do shit. That's what he was saying. Because he's saying if you fall into that paradigm, your brain's shrinking. It ain't nothing we can do with you. Because you gonna think you some other shit, black or Indian or whatever, and then what you gonna do in future with your damn brothers? Argue all day while that European taking y'all damn ancestors' lands. Raping your damn lands in and out. Drilling all up in our lands and shit. Going way past the usufruct that he was given by his government. And you don't even know your position with his government. Do you know that when you look at the damn Treaty of Paris, the only Indians they mention is Muhammad Ali Khan. Oh, y'all don't like the word Muhammad. In East India. So that was other India. Let's talk about here then. Did you know that the Mohegans had a Sagamore? Oh, y'all don't like Moors. Okay, a Shechem. They had a Shechem, okay? They had a Shechem or whatever. And do you know his name was Muhammad? Muhammad Wayanoman. He can speak fluent English, fluent Arabic, fluent Latin. Oh, y'all don't like that because he had to go over there to King Philip and do a little because they was treating his people wrong. Owanako's son. Owanako's father was Uncas or Uncas. Their great-great-grandson was named Muhammad, and his son was named Muhammad. Why were these Indians in 1736 calling themselves Muhammad? That's 50 years before the treaty. Why were they calling themselves Muhammad? The Moors came all the way to America and colonized them. That's what had they colonized. Oh. That mean, so how long y'all been getting colonized, bro? When do you have your own shit? How come when Esteban, the Moor, came, they took him to so-called Al-Andalus, slaved him, brought him back, but in the story they tell you he was a Spanish slave. Okay, Spanish slave. They took the Spanish slave named Esteban the Moor, brought him to America. That nigga went all the way from Florida, all the way up through the land, all the way to Colorado, aka Ouachita, the state, so-called state, right? That's all the way across the goddamn continent. Guess what? He never got stopped once for not knowing the language of the people. Or could all the people speak Arabic? Because that's what he was speaking. Arabic, Latin, Arabic, Moorish, Latin, Punic, yeah. That's what he was speaking because the conquistadors didn't know how to roll the R's like that. There's something called the Aljamiendo when they mix Spanish with Arabic. So, never mind. When he went there, he knew how to speak to all them Indian tribes. Why? They knew how to speak his language. How come they both knew how to speak some type of Arabic? The guy who created the Cherokee syllabary, James, he liked to call himself George Guest. His name was Sequoyah, but he liked to call himself George Guest or whatever, because the European, they don't like to call us the names because it's hard to pronounce. Stand on your square. Anyway, when you look him up, turban on, red one with the pipe, Moorish. He wrote languages down like Tahuti, right? They asked him, give us a language where we could talk to y'all. He created the Cherokee syllabary. He created the language thousands of years after them people already been there. The only reason the Cherokee language and all these languages exist, so these people could talk to Europeans. Do you know that those languages go back to German? Sorry. No, because if I say that, then it's everybody want to chop me down, and then you want to look at, I got a book for $1,500, but you don't want to look at the book, and, okay, the book, you got the book, you got this book? These Indians. This book, 1671 America. This John Ogilvy, John Ogilvy, I think. Get this book, John Ogilvy. Go to the pictures from this book and look at what they call Florida. Look at what they call Florida. I got to, because they be playing. They call Florida Tamorica. Oh, no. They call the Floridians Tamorican. A-A-N. Tamorican. Tamori? Where's Tamari? You heard that before. Tamari. Khans is kings. So take the Khan off. Tamari Khan. Okay, Khans is kings. Take the Khan off. Because we know it's just talking about kings or the royalty of the land. Take Khan off. Because Khan could also mean female. Take Khan off. Tamori? Where's Tamori? Ain't that Hakupta? Tamori is Hakupta. But they said Hakupta, ancient Hakupta, is the upper north and lower south. But the south is north and the north is south. Right? Meaning the people, the original people there that was from there, they didn't migrate south first. They migrated north, but they called north south. That's why. Would you believe that if I told you that the original Tamorica is America North, America South, the Twin Marys? Ta mean land in Egypt. Ta, land. Meri, the mothers. AKA, Meri meant magic. Meri meant mountain. Meri meant law. Meri men, the lawmen. Meri meant everything back in the day. Oh, y'all don't believe me. Well, if think about how stuff works. Why don't, the only word that we never talk about is more. We can talk about being black more. They want to say everything, but just playing me up more. Why can we be Saracen? Why y'all want to? They even brought up Saba, bro. They was talking about the Sabaeans. They called the Arabs Moors. You need to study the Latin, bro, and Latinum. That land over. Oh, well, that would be here. Latin would be Latinum. Well, that would be damn Georgia. Because Georgia's like Carthage later. But so Latinum, they were calling the people of Mexico aka the people of Mauritania, they were calling them the Mori. Oh, you didn't know that that's the same place? Never mind. Go. Is she the she place where the Olmecs went? Would you believe it if I told you that's Mauritania? Well, then how come when they annexed Texas in 1845, they annexed Texas. They actually called. They said when you go over this mountain, when you go over this splendid desert, when you cross this splendid desert or stupendous desert, they said that was the only region in the whole land, the mountain that you cross to go to damn Mexico from the states, so-called states. Right? In New Mexico, they said that mountain was the only place, the only plain that separates the Anglo-Saxon from the Mauritanian races. Anglo-Saxon? Pale? Well, no, let's really get that right. Anglo-Saxon don't mean pale people. It means English sword. Anglo is English. That means English. Saxon is a sword. So Anglo-Saxon means English sword. Colonizer, conqueror, that don't mean dark skin or light skin. That don't mean that. That just mean the way you are. Anglo-Saxon, they were colonizing. What is a Mauritanian then? So if Anglo-Saxon don't mean that, it means the action that those people do. What a Mauritanian mean? Oh, but you can't do that because Mauritania is a land. So what did John Henry Clark say to us? He said that the minute you take somebody out of their land, strip them from their name, you denationalize them? You dehumanize them? Why y'all doing that to us, Indians? We give y'all land. What, y'all want to be Indian? Cool. Where you from? Georgia? Cherokees? Where you from? What, the Creek lands? You all the way up in the north and the south, the woodlands? Ohio? Y'all want to be the Miamis? The Miami tribes? Y'all want to be the, why don't y'all come down to Chicago and Illinois? Y'all could be the, Amoragori Kaken. What about that? What about the Amoragori Kaken tribe? Did you know about them? The Amoragori Kaken? What about the Yamasi? What about the Jamasi? Huh? Did you know that Canada, where my great-great-grandmama is from, not Canada, my fault, the Caribbean, where my great-great-grandmama is from, the islands, did you know that the islands have one distinct name to it? It's called the Guayananata Bay. Guayananata Bay. Oh. Guayana Bay? Go look it up. Guyana Jata or Guyana Nata Bay. B-E-Y. It sounds like you're saying, why you not a bay? The way the ones that's from there say it. Guyana Bay. It's like, why is it spelled B-E-Y? And then they say that their land was named from the people that was there. So ain't no Ahuak. Look, Ahuacan. Ahuacan. We not Moroccan? Ahuacan? So Arawaks, but we not. You know this dude is a damn language freak. All he do is take our allodial words and switch it around. Take our allodial religions and switch it around. And then niggas that see bad for me like, oh, the devil. No, your mother. Not being smart. That's what it means. But you take his identity of it and then curse your mother. It's just a damn goat with the woman's body in it and a man's essence. That's what the cosmic mother is. Why? Because it's darkness that can create on its own. The penis just means creation. Mixed with the serpent, that just means creation. You're looking at it. What are you talking? What's that shit called? Transvestite and all freaky because your mind is fucked, bro. They got you. That's what that mean. That mean these porn makers, these directors, these demons, they fucked your head up. You can't even think spiritual because you thinking about sex. Sex magic. Pascal Beverly Randolph. Did you know what Marvin Gaye was trying to do? Did you know why they really killed Sam Cooke? You worrying about being an Indian and what the difference in Indians and Moors is. They're trying to kill both of y'all. I'm not in it. Because I'm starting to see I can't reach y'all. I can't reach y'all because these things are so simple. But I got to think of where I'm thinking from. I'm thinking from the seventh plane, the seventh stage that Noble Drew Ali said that we could stand up on Kaaba Emtar and look down at everybody getting their bones casted out in the sundry free. I mean, the sultry sun. Maybe I got to let y'all be out there and get scorched all up. Maybe. Because niggas going to get burned. Noble Drew Ali said that. And I'm starting to see everybody start. They people are quoting the prophet. Yeah, let our prophet show up in a fake, deep fake portrait, and the realness is going to start to come. You think the energies are done away with. What do you think the Vatican was powering themselves with? What do you think the United States is powering themselves with? That's the prophet's latent energy. And the rest of it is our shit. Us believing in 9/11 and believing in all his lies and believing that COVID is actually a fucking disease. No, it's not. Remember that? We like, yo, COVID fake. Yo, you know it is kind of real. No, it ain't, bro. Why you trying to put me to sleep? No, it ain't. No, it ain't. COVID real, but you haven't heard of the common cold in years. 2 years, a year or two, yeah. You haven't sneezed, nigga, to where it was like, oh shit, I feel sick. You haven't been sick. Stop lying. You ain't been sick. Ain't no flu. Common cold is gone. Influenza, emphysema is done. Nobody died from COVID. How about the doctors came out last week? That's why I don't go on YouTube no more. That's why I don't do Instagram no more, because people, they know already. They don't care, and I will not waste my energy on it. Why not just study? I'm getting so deep into my own stuff that's working when I leave that stuff alone. Because there's certain stuff that you really do got to just sit with. Prophet visited me. I got a visit from the prophet. This is before the deep fake. That's why I know that shit is bullshit. And it wasn't even nothing deep. It was just like, come on, man, chin up. Nothing's happening. And I'm like, oh, shit. Just something normal. He said, chin up. Nothing's happening. And so I'm like, wait, chin up, nothing's happening. What? Everybody's down like this. Like, oh, man, bills, COVID. He said, chin up. I don't know what that means yet. I haven't studied it. Like, what does it mean when you look down? Maybe it really does make you sick looking down all the time. Islam more Kush Day. And go watch this more Kush Day. Because he's shemataring y'all every single time. And niggas is stupid. Y'all are dumb. I'm sorry, but like y'all, it's like y'all don't understand common sense. Common sense things. I am this name. I'm not going to go and call myself these things. I'm not going to sign up for papers where I'm looked at as these things. If there are any papers that existed before that I'm on, maybe I can go correct that. Call them up. Let them know. Yo, I know y'all frauding. I know y'all bankrupt. Did you know y'all were bankrupt? Well, did you know that you're, have you refuted the bankruptcy? Are you a subsidiary to bankruptcy? Let me go look that up. Oh, no. Stay on the phone with me. You didn't know that you were bankruptcy, but you're asking me for a debt to be covered? Okay, I'm going to send you a letter on all that, and I need y'all to answer me back in 3 days following the grace period of the Regulation Z of the Fair Credit Act. I mean, Truth in Lending Act. You can send like simple letters to these people asking them what's up, and they will dip off, and they niggas will dip off like a ghost in the night, because that's what they are. They're just little fucking marauders, midnight marauders. You scream and they running the other way. All you gotta do, bro, put different like writs out, and the writs is just good riddance to me. That's how I look at good writs. A good writ is good riddance for them. They gone. Meaning you write in like what you feel is happening to you, write that shit into the paper. Your energy will go into the paper, and then you don't just have paperwork no more. You got magic. Send that joint off on a certain date. Put your consciousness into it, in the words. That ain't just a paper no more. You done wrote your damn magic into it. You done spelled into that joint. You done cast it all into that paper. They ain't going to call you nothing. If you did it right, they ain't going to call you no more. They are disappear. You ain't going to be no court date. Y'all not doing it right, so you got to go to court. They don't see you. Islam. But we know more. Like, we telling these people how. Now they want to hate. We telling these people how to do our old battles. Like when we used to actually go out there and fisticuff these people and like fight a ticket. Fight a ticket? You won't get this writ. And I'm gonna challenge all type of jurisdiction to everybody that said something. Hey, Mr. Whoever he said was officer, what's your bond number? I know you got a bond number to do this, because in order for you to crack heads, you have to have a bond number. W-9, you never pay no taxes? Y'all don't pay taxes, so how is your bond even legit? Let's look at it. The bond's supposed to be his contract with the United States that he's a executive of their trusteeship to take in, go get their damn assets if they go, get a little brolic, go put them back in public if they think it's private. You know what I mean? Go put people back in check when they want to run off the slave plantation. That's what he represent. But it got to be contracted. Contract law, that could be honored in Article 4 of the Constitution. All right, cool. Obligation of contract. So it's not the fact that it's racist. It's the fact that you're under contract and don't know it. So he's whipping your ass. The thing is, if his contract is not solidified by that bond, then it's void. Is he using Federal Reserve notes to back his bond that he's bonded with the United States with? Now, Federal Reserve notes are private corporation that's not American. They are foreign. Just like all the rest of these bastards is, but it's deeper with Federal Reserve. Why? Because they're not even in the Constitution. They're not supposed to be touching the money. They fell through the floor in 1933, and here come these international bank motherfuckers. And the IRS right after them. And what did they do? They used the war powers to switch up how the damn Treasury was going to be dealing with, and put the damn Treasury Secretary up in their office, selling out. And then keeping the Treasury there just as like a hollowed out building for niggas to answer phones so we can think it's still going on. So the whole point is that because they're using Federal Reserve notes that's from a private corporation that's foreign to back their American or so-called American bonds, the Bonds Act of 1938, they are bonded by Britain. Secret government, or the invisible government, Honorable J. Thorkelson. Invisible government. These people are really Britain, Israel, and Japan, Hungary, Germany, a couple different people, Luxembourg, a lot of different European nations called the European Union. This all getting backed by Vatican. He's like the trustee with their money. And then guess who funds the Vatican? The Swiss Guard. So everybody wanted to put their money out on the Swiss and put the offshore shit. So this shit is crazy. The cops is killing niggas. They not even bonded correctly. They bonds is illegal. You got foreign people backing your bonds and not American, American money, like gold and silver, constitutional lawful money. You're dealing with Federal Reserve foreign notes of debt to get bonds to knock niggas over the head and shit. Oh yeah, your bonds is false. They illegal. You walking around here with illegal bonds, guess what that is? That's treason. Illegal bonds are treason. Especially when we find out that the bonds are backed by Britain. Oh shit. That's why this shit ain't gonna come out like that, because these niggas ain't trying to die. This shit, they violating all types of international laws. International Criminal Court, The Hague, United Nations. What do you think we trying to tell y'all? Who would have to pay all these people out if the usufruct ever, if they ever ask for their bread back? Who would have to pay it all out? United States, they dead, no. It's the United Nations. They would be the ones that have to pay all these other corporations out. If the corporation's like, yo, look, I want my bread back from the T-bonds. What's up? It would be the United Nations paying them out, them corporations. But then guess who owed them corporations after UN pay them out? United States. Guess what happened? GameStop. AMC no more movies. I told all my friends, bro, whenever they say something about the movies, and then we notice that, damn, we ain't been to the movies in a long time. The only thing they're going to have to stop is cars. The car line. If they stop the car line, it's a wrap. They did it earlier this summer. Let's see if they really do it. Like, stop cars. Stop manufacturing cars. They did it in America. Let's see if they do it in Africa and Asia. Ooh, if they stop cars, bro, that's when y'all can start looking for all the shits to fall. Like, not fall, but all the chips to fall in place for the Moors, and all the cars to fall on a face for them people that want to be sovereign, that want to be stuck in a sovereign citizenship. Why? Because all these states claim that they're sovereign, even though that they don't honor the treaty. So they still claim sovereignty. So anybody a citizen of these states is a sovereign citizen. Not the Moors. Think about that, bro. It was Morocco who first recognized America to cross the seas, right? First recognized the United States. It was Morocco. So if we recognize them first, that would be them having semi-sovereignty under us, our recognition. right? These niggas still hold on to that sovereignty, but they don't want to talk about who signed that treaty to make their constitution pop. Cool. So y'all want to teach us a weird foreign ass history. Cool. But y'all know y'all the sovereign citizens, right? Because we honored y'all with semi-sovereignty and we called y'all the United States citizens. So you would be the sovereign citizens. Bow. That's really a United Statesian. That's really a European over here calling himself white. That's a sovereign citizen. We need to be putting that shit back on them. Call me no sovereign citizen? That don't even make sense. Like United States citizen don't make sense. So United States citizen is a sovereign citizen. Boom. Boom. Guess what? If we replace sovereign for allodial, we'll win. Because they want to take that shit and make it all like citizenry. Okay, cool. We allodial. How about citizen is illegal? We haven't even talked about how that law that makes citizens is illegal because it was never fully ratified or voted on by 1/4 for the states and union. Okay, it's illegal. So United States citizen, it would be illegal to call me that. So for somebody to say, yo, you could be a United States citizen, but to say you're more, that's wrong. Oh my God. Did you know it's illegal to be a United States citizen? It's right in the, y'all don't read it's in the congressional records where they talk about United States, 14th Amendment, equal protection or tool for usurpation, where he talks about how you becoming a United States citizen kills everything of what gives you rights, what makes you a national, what makes you living, what makes you a human. He talks about how it's a corporate status to fuck you over. Thorkelson. They also talk about, who was it? Stephen T. King from, I think he was Ohio. He did a speech in 2010 called Broken Promises, where he's speaking to the congressional people, and Nancy Pelosi was there. He goes in on her, Obama, talk about how they was trying to redo FDR's, what do you call it? Crash. The recession. That's exactly what they continue with. What they're trying to continue with the Biden joint. Trump came and put a whole stop in that and started giving everybody free money. Well, free fiat. He was trying to return this joint back to the Republic, and it was working. So they said, nigga, they got the March of this year, March of 2019, and said, nah. Pull this shit. Pull all this shit. Collusion. He's a Russian hack. He hates women. He hates blacks. They just start going in. Why? Because he was about to finish them. It's something called Nusera, and it's the same exact thing Moore's been talking about. It's just that we don't know how long our plans have been in place and what they have become in the minds of these Europeans today. The New World Order, Moore's plan. Nasser Jasser, the new portion, the way you fulfill the money or the way you equal the playing field when it comes to economy to start a new world. They have fucked up the money so bad that you got certain countries that's in debt that can't be fixed because it's all fake. It's all inflation and deflation and people subjugating into fake wars. Just buying off of belief. I believe United States is my government. They printing $1 million, 30 million just off of my belief right there. Because why? When I see that, I'm gonna think, I can get rich. And now when you do that to a whole state or a whole portion, a state of mind of people, but a whole group of people, then get them to start believing different things that enforce what this, falsehood is. It's the system. Now you have something called the United States citizen. The belief of these people that make false laws and statutes appear real in the eyes of the stateless. Because when we in court and we start speaking and putting our wrists down before we walk in there, it don't be the same. None of this. They send us out. They wait till everybody, they see everybody. They call me up like quietly, judged and left. I get handed a paper by the lady who give you the paper that I don't even know what they call it. The little court helpers. They be walking around handing the papers out when people got petitions and notices to return. They call you over to their little joint back where the judge supposed to be at. They say, yeah, what's your name again? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, the judge is not going to be seeing you today, so we'll just contact you. Okay. And you leave and you never hear from him again. You know, this happens all the time. Last time I got pulled over and they gave a ticket to me. I accepted the ticket. I said, I'll see you in court. He said, yeah, or something. And, oh yeah, he said he was going to mail me the ticket. He never gave me anything in my hand. He said, I'm going to mail you the ticket. I think I taped that, John. I put that on YouTube like a minute ago. He had my straw name and everything because I ain't had no ID. So he said, you got anything else that could identify you? And I said, yeah, I think I got my card. And I forgot, like, oh shit, my straw is still on it. It didn't even matter. It didn't even matter. He seen the straw. He said, this says, I said, that's in all caps. You ever seen a name? You spell your name in all caps? Or is there something different with that name on there that don't represent a person? I mean, a human. He's like, I got you, bud. I got you. I say, you got me, meaning what? He's like, no, I'm just going to go run everything. What? Because I don't trust them niggas. You run something and the next thing you know, you're trying to kidnap me. He went back, did whatever running he did, and he came back and said, yeah, you remember how you were talking about this name? I was like, yeah. He says, it's a good thing you're not this name, because this name is, yeah. Then he started talking about the name like it was different than me. He's like, it's a good thing you're not this name, because this name is suspended. His driver's privileges are suspended. And I was like, what is a driving privilege? And he didn't even know. He said, you know, because the United States gives privilege to drive. I said, do they? Who is it? You sure it's the United States or is it the DMV? I said, show me the law that the United States got to drive. He was like, it's the DMV. I was like, you got a contract with the DMV or you work for the state? He's like, state. And then it got crazy. The tears start coming up. And I'm like, I'm not even saying nothing bad. I'm like, I got questions, homie. So since you work for the state and you said that drivers have contracts with the DMV, why are you harassing the DMV's drivers? You don't work for the DMV. He's like, look, man, look, see this. I understand, but the way you guys do stuff. And I was like, wait, who's you guys? So he knew what a Moors is. Should have slapped that nigga. But, you know, he's too smart. He nigga would have grabbed my arm. I would, whoa. I would have been like a damn cartoon. Whoa. Right out the damn window. But it didn't make sense. I had him flustered. He looking like, oh, I got a gun and all this badging. And that meant he's not scared. I'm scared. But he's not doing anything to make. So he knew it. Like, I am not smart as him. That's just it. More, y'all know how that is. Like, when you proving yourself to a European, they don't like for you to talk over them because they're so used to a world where when they tell you, listen, the flu is real, you just, oh, that's what it was. That's what the prophet told me. Chin up. Stop looking down. Because that's what it is. Once they tell you some shit that's false, chin down. You just, he said chin up. Chin up. Just some shit, some normal shit, like you're already there or something, or you already got what y'all need or something. It was like he remixed one of the statements. He's like, chin up, you got everything you need or something like this. It was so easy. And I'm like, oh my God, what are we worried about? So I'm like, today I was traveling around, seeing some little young bulls arguing, hop out the car on them because I thought they was about to rumble, and I ain't want nobody to get shot because these young bulls is crazy. I said, ho, young boy, we not doing that today. What's wrong with you? Why are you mad at this young boy? He looked just like you. What's the problem? He said that nigga took. First of all, call him a dirty Moor if you want to call him something wrong. Although he did something to you, call him a dirty Moor. He was like, oh yeah, what's some more? I said, yeah. So like you call him a dirty Moor when he steal your money, cause we Moors, young boy. Not. Maybe you might not be a Moor because your mom might be Indian. He like, no, bro, I heard this before. Yo, kick it. Like, what is that shit really about? I was like, bro, you from Philly. You should be ashamed of yourself that you don't know that this is Sheikh Mexon and that the damn treaty was signed at the damn Delaware River. You should be ashamed. He's like, yo, like, I be trying to study my brother, but he hustling and he don't be knowing the shit. Like, if you was my brother, I said, young boy, take my number, but call me though. That was a week ago. He ain't never called me. But I stopped the rumble. got young boy in his head. He's seeing the same thing that everybody see. He like, yo, everybody saying that we this. Everybody saying that we this. My grandma said that I was this. My dad said that I was this. So, bro, now you telling me I'm this. What are we? I said we're more than all that. He's like, yo, bro, that's the first thing somebody said that made sense with what, yo, that shit real, bro. We Moors. I was like, look how bright the day is. The sun graze your face, make you brown, right? You know your title is day? Oh, like daylight? Yeah, guess what light mean? He's like, what? God. He's like, yeah, but like, I was like, light is knowledge, bro. L light, elevate. You're L or ill. Like swim through the water with the electricity. He's like, yo, bro, I like that, bro. So like the Kundalini. I was like, you on point, young boy. You know this shit. You acting like you don't know what I'm talking about. He's like, yo, it's hard for my brain to catch up. I was like, well, if you study, it'll get faster. Like I said, it been 7 days. Young boy ain't called me yet. Maybe he found it. Maybe not. I can't worry. Because that reflection of him might have just been me in a different form showing myself you're doing the right thing. Keep it going. Nothing exists no more to me, bro. None of this shit exists. Because it's like, it's all reflections and like emanations. And if you see the same ones together, then y'all like are looking at reality, a portion of reality together. And then y'all can say Islam. Because now you know both of y'all are for real right there at that point. Other than that, y'all don't even exist. We're just figments of our own imagination. That's what all this shit is, bro. We're afterthoughts. This is a movie we watching that already got taped, that already got recorded, and we are watching it out, waiting for our star roll, our part for the damn credits to roll. But it's not credits rolling like you done. The credits roll for the redrop. When our credits is done rolling, you're gonna be in another plane or whatever of existence where you don't have to worry about time, where you know how like, oh shit, I feel like I'm getting older, I'm living forever. No, that's not real where you go. Like time ain't real. Pride and oh how good I look, all that shit ain't real. Difference ain't real. The duality disappears. So when you go into the essence of self and really past form, you become one with all. Do you understand what that is? Take a couple mushrooms, sit in darkness, and you'll see. All the voices, all the creations, everything that ever was created in one union together. Do you know how much power that is? It's so much power, you can't experience it in that body. It's so much power, you can't see it with them eyes. It's so much power, you can't hear it with these ears. You can't internalize it with this mind. You got to lose and shed all that. Then you can, experience the butterfly life. They show us an example of going into the cocoon, which is the body, and then coming out as a butterfly. The soul leaves as the butterfly. I jump off of my soapbox. But no, man, this shit real. Oh yeah. Be the one. You gotta be the one. Be the one. This joint crazy. David Robinson. Cause I know y'all, there's more. David Robinson, he write all the trust law, common law, commercial law books, and he got it's good, bro. It's good on just to have, I know y'all just be having mad books where the information is right there. It's like one of them joints. So like this, I am not a citizen of the all caps United States Corporation. Therefore, I am not an employee of the all caps United States Incorporated, who is subject to the statuses and regulations. Statutes. You know how we hate statutes. Statutes and regulations defined in the IRS code. Well, let's see. Which applies to the U.S. contract employee. Well, I guess it's the goddamn U.S. employee and not us, the natural man or the natural being or the soul man. Prophet said it. Soul man. I like that one. Soul man. He was talking. Prophet was so out of here, bro. It's crazy. I can't believe they try this. I am man. I was created by God with dominion. Dominion, home, house, estate. This is my estate. Everything around, this is my estate. I mean, so you can't come into my estate. You see? This is all my estate. So if you got smacked just now, you was way too close. You in my estate. Back up. So that's my personal estate. My personal space. Your estate. Why you think he show you the picture, Da Vinci's picture of a man like this? It's showing you his estate. It's as big as your arms expanding. Your arms is as you as how tall you are laid out. Huh? Going from a laying perpendicular to a straight up. Just, surveying your space and your land. Didn't Jesus get crucified like this? Matter of fact, Jesus got crucified like this. So it go back to what the problem. Keep your chin up, nigga. Chin up. That's dead. Looking down is dead. Chin up. So my chin gotta be up. So all right, where we at? John Doe was named by his parents. Now look. Oh no, hold up. Bring it into the light. You gotta see it. No. Oh shit, I'll do it the regular way. Yeah, there we go. That's smart. John Doe was named by the states. See? Parents and states. So John Doe, which one is the real one? John Doe is his lawful name, and John, all caps, Doe is legal. Lawful, legal. Remember when they were trying to tell y'all the difference? It ain't that legal is like it's okay. No, it's don't be legal. Don't be legal. I'm not saying be illegal, be lawful. That's more noble. This be the one. Be the one to execute your trust. Be the one. David Robinson, be the one. All right, no, we gotta do some stuff, Morris. I gotta do some stuff. So since we gotta be the one, let me show you who to be. Let me show you who to be. You better be, and don't be nobody else. This is who you gotta be. Be the one, not the two different. The one. The Negro Question Part 6. The 13 Black Colonies. So let's see something here. Since we are Moors and Moor is one, let's see how this Moorish paradigm stretches itself to, who is it, James? That's y'all King James that wrote the Bible. He's a Negro. The hell is y'all worried about? That's his Moabite wife. A Negro. What are y'all worried about? These are the Christians, the Scots and shit, and the Germans. You worried about black? These are the Blackamoors. These are the Blackamoors. And you know what? It's funny because this is Negro Question by Lee Cummings. Lee Cummings. So it's funny because let me pull this in. I'm pulling it all in. Y'all know about this. It's other ones. We gotta deal with that one. Right? The connection of the UCC, right? We the people. And you got to deal with this one. You meet your straw man. I'll meet you there. And then at the end of the day, the Europeans was dark skinned. Talk to me. Hold up. So if these people, look, I got to get y'all into understanding where I'm at right now with my mindset. Look, if these people with their fucking hats off, doing this crooked deals, those are really just bougie ass black people. Do you get it? They're the Europeans. They really, when I say black, I don't mean pale. I mean, they're bougie Moors. They're the bourgeoisie. These people, they look at how they dress. The prophet had the sash. So they was the real fly, trying to outdress the Moors and whatnot. These are all the indigenous Moors to America. Look, he got a hat on too. When you take the brim away from it, it's a fez. Don't jump. And you see all the little Moabites. Now understand, leopard skin. Never mind. This book is about Aboriginal societies and the common law, history of sovereignty, status, and self-determination. P.G. McHugh. This one is, listen, people don't be knowing, and then look how small the words is. So you really gotta go in. Let me see if I can find it so I can show you. Right to it. Let me show you what the Aborigines did. I'm sorry. The older theme of British imperial. Oh, sorry. No, I'm sorry. This is for the Indians. You got to show them the date and who wrote it and the book and how old the book is. See, guys, see the end cover of it, and then look. Dr. P.G. McHugh, right? Senior lecturer in law, University of Cambridge, tutor at Sydney Sussex College. Ashley McHugh, Tahu, visiting profession at law. Hate on me. Don't hate on me. What? He studied all types of law, and then this is dealing with the 1800s. So it's, shit. It ain't nothing new. It's some stuff. Or the theme of British imperialism. So let's go. Wait, where is it at? Oh, this London organization was like an early pressure group, like a Christian church. What was the group called? Oh, there it is. The Aborigines Protection Society from London. And what did they do? They came and made proposals for Aborigine Protection Society to introduce a Bill of Aborigine Rights. 1838. They was selling out, bro. They tried to sell the whole they subjugated the whole Aborigine thing. So any of that Aboriginal understanding and why they do what they do, it was taught by these people to subjugate it. The Bill of Aboriginal Rights, 18. I know it hurts. And you see that damn ordinance stuff? Ordinance 50 abolished all forms of compulsory service and set rules, formalities for all contracts of service. An ordinance that stopped a form of slavery, compulsory service to contracts of service. Oh, they contracted the slavery with the Ordinance 50. Ooh. Hold up, let me get the mother. What is this bouquet? No, I missed it. Gratitude. I had some Russians tell me that they were black. No, they right. Russians is called snow niggers. Look that up, mother. Snow niggers. Look up snow niggers for Russians, and then look up how Russians that live at the Caucasus regions, the pale ones with the blonde hair and blue eyes, they call themselves Russians, and Czechs and Slovakians and all that stuff. The ones up on the hill, they live up on the hill, they have black hair, they call those Negroes and niggers. Snow niggers. Even though they're pale, they call them niggers. And black and yeah. So black, yep. But black in Russian is called Cherno. So you know how they got Chernobyl and they blew it up and they tried to blow up all the people that look like them and it was called Chernobyl? Wouldn't that be Black Noble? And they blew them up? Yeah. So that's what the Russia World War I was really about. Let's blow up the Chernobyl dark-skinned Ottomans so that they'll never know that the Turks and Ottomans and all them were dark. Let's blow them up. Let's bring in the Russian subjugators and scientists. Let's bring them to America. It's called the Russian and Soviet ALSOs. So that happened before Project Paperclip. So we were already on some plan to exterminate the Moor out. If we can't rape them out, if we can't sex them out, if we can't pervert them out, if we can't gangster drug them out, we will fucking exterminate them out. But guess what? They couldn't do it because they know like pictures like this is showing how they need her to survive them. They need her. So you can't just exterminate it. You can make it always feel like it's going to happen, but they can never do it. That's what COVID is again. Another one. Boom, right to the face. Here we go again. Here we go again. Goddamn Indians. We are running it tonight. Okay, you see this, Indians? See? Wait. That's the pyramids that we had here before goddamn Egypt. Let's talk about what the Moors was doing here. And let me show you what the heck this is. Hold up. This is the, what is this? Where are we at with this? This is the Mysteries of the Mexican Pyramids. Peter Tompkins. Everybody loves this one. But I gotta show you something about why Hernan Cortez and them came over here. See this? That's what you call a swarthy Moor. Don't let this depiction of the face and the hair. This is a dark-skinned person in real life. He was a dark-skinned Moor that didn't like the Moors, how much power we had over here. Return of the Gods. Oh. He came, so it wasn't Return of no God. No. Let me show you something. I gotta show you something real crazy. That's supposed to be Hernan Court. I mean, that's supposed to be Montezuma II. Trust me, he didn't look like that. They always try to Jesus it up. And then tell us, oh, no, why are you worried about how it looks? Because y'all be lying. Why does it only come up worried about looks when we say something and notice it? Oh yes, this is a good story. If you ever watched the movie The Fountain, this is the Indian deity that they're talking about, where the tree grow out of his belly and he becomes the tree or becomes the land or becomes God. Y'all don't understand. Do you know that when you bury your ancestors, they grow as the trees? Yeah, we got rituals about that. Later, I'm trying to get to where I'm trying to get to. Look at this. Indian sacrifice. This whole part, it was talking about how Indians was getting so caught up in Europeans invading them, they would start committing suicide. The Flemish artist Theodore Bedrij depicting Indians hanging themselves and taking poisons in acts of mass suicide from shock at overthrow in their culture. What the hell, bro? So we talking about the Catholic Church coming in. Now you got to understand something. See this? Those are all dark-skinned people, heads on a stick. And they're not worried about if they Moors or they Indians. They just lobbing their heads off and putting them on a stick. This Moor is about to get his head cut off and put on a damn pike and then goddamn raised. Okay, so this is what's going on in the so-called what is it? The Sepulveda. The Sepulveda. Oh my gosh. Sepulveda. Invoked the authorities of Aristotle and stigmatized the Indians of the New World as natural slaves. What do you think they were doing, yo? Why did they come to America and make the so-called Indians of the New World natural slaves? Why did they come here of all places in the world? Why didn't they go to Africa, right? Wouldn't it have been easier? Oh no, they came here. Why? Look, you gotta understand this. Please understand this. Designed for the detection and punishment of heretics. Heretics means Moors. The Inquisition used as giant pork barrel. How disrespectful. Oh, more. This is Mysteries of the Mexican Pyramids by Peter Tompkins. Page 17, letter Q. So look, designated for the heretics and punishment of, designated for the detection and punishment of heretics. The Inquisition was used as a giant pork barrel for the enrichment of the crown. They still enriching the crown today, yo. Church. And Inquisition, while cheerfully eliminating dangerous radicals, those who had been taught medicine, geography, rhetoric, chemistry, physics, mathematics, and astronomy by Moorish philosophers in the universities such as Cordova, whose libraries have since been destroyed. That's why you can't find it, you Indian. You want to know why we can't find a history of the Moors? Because look, let me read it again for you. Because the Moorish philosophers in the universities such as Cordova, who taught medicine, geography, rhetoric, chemistry, physics, and mathematics, and astronomy, they had their stuff destroyed. Their libraries burned and destroyed. You got to watch the movie 451 Fahrenheit. It's all about the ills and the reading and how the Moor that was burning the books, his father was a reader. Bro, that tells you the whole story. It's like crazy. It's like, man, y'all want to be like the ones who sold us out. Because you are who your forefathers were, right? And Noble Drew Ali tells the stories about how he was damn Noah, how 1453, he was Mehmed II, the conqueror, to cut off the head of the Byzantine Empire. And he said, he who is with me today was with me 2,000 years ago. But y'all don't believe in time travel and shit. Only in the damn DeLorean. That's crazy. The Inquisition was also an excuse to rid the planet of such organized mystics as the Illuminati. Come on, Moors. They're not. You think they're talking about white people? The Illuminati is the Moor. That's the Moorish group. They call it the Alhumbrados. Alhumbrados became Illuminati. Alhumbrados was the Alhambra mothers that had temples that taught mysticism, Sibyls and all that. Yeah, that was in Morocco in America. The Illuminati, the pantheists, pan-Africans, pan, all that stuff, pan. That's the old theist, the pantheist. So before it was all sexual and Janelle Monáe became a pansexual, it was pantheist or pantheist. You know how we call the founding fathers the deists? These are the pandeists. They went all around the world teaching mystics or mysticism. Illuminati, pantheists, right? The Manicheans, the Manicheans, the Manicheans, Maniche, and the Albigensians. I know y'all heard Islam Jaguar. So I know y'all heard Asir talk about the Albigensians. These are the mystic orders. Look at how many orders. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 principles. The 4 orders around the 7. The 7 what? The seven. Because there's 7 of these. There's 7 liberal arts, and then rhetoric and what is it? Rhetoric. I think logic, and it's like 3 basic ones, but that you have to get of how to even like understand people and how to talk and how to live basically before you start going into the schools, the 4 different classes. So it's 7 altogether. It's like literally going to school or a university is showing you the universe in a form of a city. It's a little too deep. Albigensians, as a result, no Spaniard could write, speak, or even think without taking into consideration the torture racks, fools, and fire of the Holy Office. That's what happened when the Moors put that knowledge out there. When the Moors came out and spun their heads with our knowledge, these fools got so scared. They was just torture racking people if you said the word Moor or anything that had to do with that. Why? Because if you knew the Moors, you knew all this. And you also knew the Vatican, the Holy See, the Holy Office's position under the Moors. They third party, right? They third party. That mean they don't really own goddamn religion. That don't mean they don't own nothing. They put the bread up for Isabella to buy America, which was that portion of the Alhambra. Now watch this. His son, the Moor who sold out, he had a son, Babadil. He never left the throne, so the Moorish Empire never fell. It never fell because he did the dumb shit. They sent him back. The Beys dug his eyes out for that dirty shit. The son went back and took the throne. The European went to America, right? I say we was already here. That makes the story more easy. But let's go their way. Oh, they were somewhere else. Either way, bro, the Moors still had power, the empire, when these people came over here because Babadil was on the goddamn throne. Even though they killed Muhammad Muhammad the 10th. Yeah, Muhammad the 10th, which was Ezegal. That's Muhammad the 10th. And his son or his nephew was Muhammad the 11th or Babadil. So, you know, we never lost the throne. This is a picture. No, the Inquisitions, bro, it was ran by Moors and it was all about people who was becoming Christian. So they say heretics and all that. We was fucking Christians up. And then it got so bad, that shit spilled all the way over into the free world, or the new world, as they call it. And then the ones that was rocking out on Christians, they came over here and was rocking out on the Indians and the Moors that was playing Christian games with the Spanish conquistadors that fled. More is the 1900s. It was the 1900s. We was good in 18. Remember? Because 1800s would be the 1700s. Yeah, remember 1700s was when all the treaties popped off, and then the 1800s, the Indian Removal Act. They say the 1800s more. The last European Muslim dominion. Yep, that European Muslim dominion fell in 1492. That was the Europeans' portion of the Granada, because after that shit had came out, that the Vatican was third party. That was what they was going to do. They was going to use the Vatican as they way to try to become the Holy Roman Empire. But no. You're under the Moorish Empire. So you could be the you could be the Roman Empire, but never the Holy Roman Empire. That's why they always had to put the split head phoenix on his flags, because it's you and a portion of us running it. And then we over here, we use the serpent or the dragon or the Kundalini Naga as our symbol. We are the same people more, And then some of us I even seen some John more where they had it was like the head of a panther and a serpent tail. Ah, shit, my damn phone about to die. But it was the head of a panther and a serpent tail in Shanko Mexican City Hall. And I'm like, oh, that's supposed to be us. How Obashango called itself the Khan Maku Balam Dracanorum Rex Draconium. That's us. That's the dragon lords of America, the dragon kings, the serpent kings, the Naga kings. That's us in America. Who we like always, that's us. That's why they call us the devil, because we got the serpent teachings. There's the teachings of all that ancient history and knowledge without having to read. It just come from the inside. So you don't got to study and put you to sleep. We got that shit, and we start teaching it to the world, how to like spin your mind to the fact where you a genius like in like a year. They say 47 years. You didn't have to go to school that long, bro. It was more like summer school, like 4 months. You be on it. 4-7 was the 4 around the 7. That's why they say 47 years. You had to learn the more science. 4 quadrants or 4 elements around the 7 perfect man or the perfected woman. Because a 7 is just a man bowing with his head up. That's what it is. Like when you bow to your sensei and you bow, you never take your eye off the master or your enemy or whatever, yourself. You don't do this. Like the prophet, I had a vision of the prophet like a couple nights ago. He said, I was just walking. He said, chin up. What you got your chin down for? Put the chin up. And he said something so simple like, go, you got enough to do whatever. It was something normal. And I was like, oh, we run around here all tripping and like killing ourselves before we even come outside with the way we think. So have chin up, think highly of yourself. You are the more. It's ministry. Oh yeah, more you came through the class and it was a good build, because at first you didn't understand what Cujo was saying and it was spicy, but I like how y'all worked it out. We need to do that more. As more, just talk it out. Let other people see that we can talk it out and come in unity. Maybe they'll start following along, and we can have that sit down with these Indians. Because trust me, it's not beef. I'm just tired of y'all being so confused and keeping this cycle going on about why we not damn together. Why can't we be together? Like, fuck it. Fuck Africans. Fuck Indians over there. Fuck everybody else that's not us on this landmass right here. We don't work out nothing. Nope. And we got 5 principles to do it, and we ain't been using them. The first one is love. I love you more. Truth. Got to tell the truth. Peace, right, between us. And we niggas get caught up on Islam. Islam, we wasn't Islamic. It just mean peace. It just mean peace, brother. Chill. You don't want peace? You want war? Sound like the European. Chill. Freedom. Be free from all of that damn subjugation in your mind. Free yourself. And then justice is paying back the ones that wronged you if they wronged you. It's not wrong with justice. Justice is also chilling off the ones that don't deserve it. Divine justice. You have to justify yourself for you getting subjected. And me too. Like, I got arrested before. So I had to justice myself because he made me think he was getting justice for me being out of my mind. No, I'm in your mind trying to live myself out. So I got arrested. Nope. Got to get in my own mind and live it out. I've never been arrested since. I didn't even know who the hell I was. And they didn't even tell me that. My own fault. Because they would have never told me that. And all y'all Moors that been there before, no. I'm telling the truth. Them chi-chis. And fucking phone calls home. The joints where they don't answer. And you just, fuck. Like, I'm here. The joints where you bump into people from the hood. And it's the guy, like, this is where you were? I thought you was dead. You're in jail. Oh, you're the liar guy. You're the guy that lied before, act like you knew Kobe and shit. You don't know Kobe. You don't know AI. Liars in jail. Fake hustlers. Oh, I got booked with the big load. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You got booked with a little pinch of stuff. You're stupid. Everybody else is home. You're here. Me too. Well, I'm about to dip because my John about to die. But no, I believe I'm on here for a minute. So, you know what I mean? It is what it is. Just to end it off on a good note, we are who we are. We always going to be. We always been. And it's not going to stop unless we want it to. We can stop it. All we got to do is choose for it to be stopped. So on that note, Islam Morris, peace and love. Science to the seven, science to the lights. Study, study, study. Then study yourself if you don't know what to study after that. Islam.